Well, there is a channel called Melissa Dougherty. I don't understand this at all. The whole thing it is that this guy is called Carl Teichrib. They're talking about Freemasonry, and what they don't know is that that is way back in George Washington's day, guys. Yeah. But let me read this. Masonry, man, I'm feeling bad today, guys. I really am. Freemasonry is often seen as mysterious or misunderstood. It's not really. You can really research it. I have never actually looked into Freemasonry or what it even is. Why are so many people in neighborhood with it? Why does it seem mysterious? And man, my lips are going crazy today, guys. It really is. I don't know what's going on with me. Now, here's what I'm talking about. She's saying this. Are they really deep secrets that have infiltrated our way of life that have spiritual implications? What she doesn't know, I keep trying to tell my young lady. Go back to George Washington, our first president of the United States. Are there some aspects of Freemasonry that are sensationalized? In this interview, I talked to my friend Carl Teichrib, researcher and author of Game of Gods, about Freemasonry, is what it teaches and why it matters from Christian perspective. You know, guys, I'm getting about tired of the Christians. I really am very tired. You know, say it again. I even asked my peer counselor. I said, can you explain Mary having Jesus born and she was a virgin? And he said, no, I really can't. Of course not, because you just swallow it up by the church. Yeah. Carl's article on Freemasonry, Game of Gods. Wow, she's really into this. New thought thing. Audible Christian book. Amazon. Let's go to Amazon. I bet I want to see Amazon. Happy Lies. How a movement you probably never heard of shaped our self-obsessed world. In this groundbreaking book, popular apologist Melissa Dougherty helps us understand how our society got so toxicity subjective, why endless positivity is inherently destructive, and how we can live faithful truth and genuine love with these self-obsessed times. I don't really understand people like her. I really don't understand it. And I can get this for $6.25. So what she's doing is ripping people off. She's saying 30% off. I can get it. Check this out. Watch this, guys. Melissa Dougherty. I can get Happy Lives. Well, what is this? They were saying that was $6 and something. Who cares? This is ridiculous stuff. This is from Walmart. Christian people really believe that they're superior over all people, and that our people are basically heathens unless they believe their religion. What this young lady doesn't know, this Melissa Dougherty, is that Freemasons goes back a long, long, long way. And I've looked into it and studied Freemasons, and I've known Masons. When I went to Hargrave Military Academy, there were Christian Masons. Let me see, how many subscribers does she have? 336. So basically, she's making a living off of Christianity, which is okay. I'm not saying that's wrong at all. But, I've said it before, we go to church and we're brainwashed by the church. We really are brainwashed, okay? Because I've said it before and I'll say it over and over again. You are to swallow it wholly. The church tells you this. You're to accept Jesus Christ as the Son of a God wholly into your life. And you are to do as the church tells you to do at all times. And you get to read your holy Bible that was written by men. Jesus never wrote anything in that Bible. The Bible is written by men. Okay, so my whole point to this woman is she's worshiping a man-made religion. And if I don't know any Christian can tell me that Jesus Christ actually wrote the New Testament, no. Men reported what Jesus did, and those men basically were marketed by the church to start a religion. I want to ask this lady here, and I'm going to do a whole vlog on this lady. I really am going to do a whole vlog on this lady. And like I said, these people, this lady probably has been to school. She has. She's been to school. She's a highly intelligent woman. I know she probably is a very highly intelligent woman. But the fact remains is that if you really look at the New Testament and you're believing that, I've said it before. When I was a boy, I believed in Superman. I really thought maybe one day I could be Superman. Okay? And I loved comic book heroes. But, the whole thing is that introducing the movement that traded salvation for self-empowerment. And so Melissa Dougherty is making a living off of Christianity, and that's okay. She's helping people to get basically brainwashed by the church to believe what the church marketed. They marketed this, And my peer specialist even said, yeah, you're right, in a way. I am right. Jesus had a gift, Melissa Dougherty, a gift given to him just like a person that sings, plays the violin, the piano, writes songs. Brahms, Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, Mozart, all of those guys were gifted. Now, I can hear Melissa Dougherty going, he was gifted by God. Okay, so was Jesus. He was gifted by God. Okay, so he went out and started preaching. And back then, I think it was just spreading the word of love, helping people, loving people, and really admiring the fact that this man was a great human being. And he did very good things in life. and he always reached out to help the poor. Always helped the poor. Always. He gave of his life to help people become better people. That is not a religion, and it would never float. There will not be a Christian church. There would be no such thing as a Christian church. There would be no Melissa Dougherty selling books and having a Christian channel on YouTube. It would never happen. And the fact remains is that I'm kind of hoping my doorbell comes soon, because I really need a doorbell. But what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that there's a lot of money you can make off of Christianity. As I said, I want to show you this Joel Osteen book I bought. Okay. Joel Osteen is a positive mental attitude motivational speaker. And yes, he uses the Bible as his culprit. Melissa Dougherty is trying basically to get rich off of Christianity. And it's her goal and hope that she can move in that big house, drive that nice car. Yes, indeed. Now, here's her important announcement. This I want to hear. Let's listen to her important announcement.
Tubes of You, I have discovered 2 things that I want to share. First, never say never, especially when God is involved, because he loves just spiritually throat punching us when we least expect it. And so,
okay, Melissa Dougherty, whose God are you talking about? The Christian God, not the Jewish God. There are 2 gods in the Bible. And if you can prove to me they're the same God, please do, Christians. Please do. There are 2 gods in the Bible. So which God are you talking about? The Jewish God or the Christian God? Now let's listen to this.
Second, I discovered that not only do I have a new respect for authors, but I also think you have to be a little crazy to be an author. I think authors are they're built different, because it's a lot of hard work for like years sometimes, and it can be a little crazy. And I know this, and that's why I said I would never write a book. It was as appealing to me as listening to a lecture.
Okay, her editing is extremely poor. Extremely poor. Melissa Dougherty has 366,000 subscribers, and she can't buy an editing company to edit her videos. Who is editing your videos? Because your editing really is not good at all.
On watching paint dry. I'd rather have eaten pizza with pineapple. So I said I would never do it.
What's wrong with pizza with pineapple?
But then I did do it, and yes, I went crazy.
Happy lies! Happy lies! She wrote happy lies!
Happy Lies. How a movement you've probably never heard of shaped our self-obsessed world. Go ahead. Guess what it's about. Just guess. I'll give you a hint. It's not about the New Age, but it's all about something that I hope to annoy you with forever and ever, amen, so you repeat it to others and annoy them. It's about New Thought. Surprise! Now, it's just my objectively true opinion, but I think I have the best audience in the world, and I imagine that y'all are sort of split right now. Half of you saw this coming a mile away, and the other half has no idea what I'm talking about. But I promise you, you do know what this is, and you don't know what this is. Guess you'll just have to get the book to know more. Yes, this book is about New Thought, not to be confused with New Age. This is something very personal for me, as technically, I'm not an ex-New Ager.
Hello.
Hello, is this Bob?
Yes.
Hey, Bob, it's Jane calling from Erica DeCosta's